What's up, y'all? Thank y'all for tuning back in with me. Let's get straight into it. How long can you live using cocaine? Now, if you watched a couple episodes of mine, you know I've talked about this subject before because I've had two very close relatives of mine pass away from chronic cocaine use. And as a disclaimer, we all grown here. I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do, how you live your life. So let's get started with my first, what I call them careers. The longest cocaine career you can have, I'm talking about chronic cocaine use, is about 30 years. You can get about 30 years out of cocaine before it starts to really affect that heart. Because chronic cocaine use damages the heart muscles, and the blood vessels in your circulatory system. That can cause massive heart attack, massive stroke, brain aneurysm. I've never seen anybody make it out their 60s, or sometimes not even to the 60s with chronic cocaine use. So that's another disclaimer. I can't tell you how long you're gonna live. I'm not a doctor. You know what I mean? This pure speculation with the experience I've seen, because I've never used cocaine, but just seeing firsthand from losing relatives from it. Of course, you're gonna have outliners. You probably know some people who make it past 60 using cocaine, crack, or whatever type they're using. But sometimes people appear to be older than what they are when they're chronic cocaine users. But like I said, my two relatives that I lost, one was 57, the other was 60. So I've never seen anybody make it past their 60s using cocaine on a chronic basis. Next on my list is heroin. I give a heroin career about the same. You could probably put 30 years in the game using heroin before it starts to damage the organs in your body and starts to shut them down. I've never seen anybody make it past 60 being a chronic heroin user. When it comes to alcohol, that's different. I guess you can have about a 50-year career drinking alcohol on a constant basis. I've seen relatives make it their 90s on a constant basis drinking alcohol. It causes liver damage that leads to what? Cirrhosis of the liver cancer. And when the liver goes, the whole body goes. That's not a good way to go. Yeah, it's about 50 years in that game right there. The next game, the lean career. Lean is short. I say you get a 10-year career if you're a chronic lean user. Because you gotta realize when you drinking an opiate, it's going straight into your blood system through your small intestines and spread through every inch of your body. So you got a whole body high from drinking lean. I've never seen anybody make it past 30. Of course, you have a couple outliners again. I'll just look at what they said it was lean related death. These allegedly, I don't know for sure. But DJ Screw, he was 29. Pimp C was 33. And remember, Pimp C was locked up for a few years. So that might give him his outliner. What if he didn't go to prison? He was drinking lean on a constant basis. Then you have Fredo Santana. He was 27. Gone too early. Pill career. I'm going to say a pill career, you could probably get a good 7 years before you get that death warrant. That's why I call all of these. When I say you got a career in it, that death warrant is when you either use the next time you completely die. That's your last time using. Or you've done so much damage to your organs that you're a ticking time bomb. Next time you use, or you just walking down the street, you can die from a heart attack or a stroke. The reason I give you a 7-year career on that, because most of the pill is pressed up with fentanyl. I think probably one of the most deadliest things to the street is that damn, what was it, the pill presser, where they can make their own pills. They mix it out with fentanyl. So back in the day when you had to hook up with the doctor and you can get them pills from the doctors, no, that's no longer the case. They done really shut down on that. So most of the time you gotta go to the street for those pills. So I don't see a pill career lasting no longer than 7 years these days. Not with fentanyl on the streets. They gonna put fentanyl in it. And that next pill you get gonna be the last one. It could be. So a pill career these days is real short. Last but not least, a fentanyl career. I give you 3 years in the game. 3 years in the game before you get that death warrant. I'm talking about, it's people now just straight up doing fentanyl, nothing else. They know what it is. And the reason I gave the fentanyl user such a short career is because Fentanyl is 100 times as strong as morphine. And like I've told y'all, the reason this subject is so personal and close to me because I've lost 2 very close relatives of mine to chronic cocaine use. And my little speculation I put together. So you know when you jump into the game, when you decide to use this particular drug I just named off this list for the first time, you know what your life expectancy could be. It could be the first time you ever use, you can drop dead from that shit. Especially with fentanyl and everything. Yeah, I know that was some very, very heavy subject matter I just covered, right? And one of the reasons I covered because I don't want people to go through the pain my family went through, the pain I went through, losing my 2 relatives way too early to drugs, you know? And one of these days when I get my money right, I'm gonna open up a rehab center in the city of Nashville and honor it to my lost relatives. Thank y'all for tuning in. God bless. One team.